Thank you for listening to Depictions Media Radio. Welcome to Policy and Rights, the show about human rights and government policy. And welcome back. So, it's been kind of interesting, I say day and a half at this point in our world. President Trump attempting to bully Greta Thunberg because she won the Time Magazine Woman of the Year. Okay, one Woman of the Year, it's not that big a deal if we aren't willing to pay attention to climate change. And that could be one of the main things that's actually going on here, is that Donald Trump is actually threatened by her because she is determined to see some serious action around climate change issues. So this is a brief report from CNN about what happened, and also about, this is also, remember, Donald Trump is being impeached in the U.S. They're going through the process at least. Here we go.
What has the president been up to on this day that the House is debating articles of impeachment against him? Let's go to CNN's Caitlin Collins. She is live for us at the White House. Caitlin, tell us, is the president watching this?
He seems to be watching pretty closely, Brianna, because he's even tweeting about specific things that members are saying, or what he believes they're saying, because this morning about 10:40, right as this hearing was unfolding, this debate was breaking out between these members, the president tweeted and said that Democrats Veronica Escobar and Sheila Jackson Lee purposely misquoted my call. He said, I said I want you to do us a favor, not me a favor. They know that, but decided to lie in order to make a fraudulent point. Very sad. Now, Brianna, there's been a lot of back and forth. I went back to see what exactly it was these lawmakers said. Sheila Jackson Lee, who is from Texas, had the actual transcript in her hands, was talking about what the president said on that July phone call at the center of all of this to the Ukrainian president. And she quoted the president as saying, I would like you to do a favor, though. She left out the word us, but she nearly read verbatim what it was that the president said on that call, according to the transcript that was released by the White House. And then Veronica Escobar was essentially comparing the president's withholding that aid to what it would be like if that happened on a more local level, if a governor or a mayor withheld aid, and what would be the results of that for a community. So, but essentially what this shows is that the president is watching this closely. He's keeping an eye on this, watching as this debate is unfolding, and as these Republicans are bringing up these challenges to Democrats in these articles of impeachment, which of course we know at the end of the day isn't going to change, but it does show that they are trying to say they're here and they're on the president's side.
And Caitlin, the president today went after the teenager who just beat him to become Time Magazine's Person of the Year. What happened here? Tell us about this. It was very clear that he was bullying Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, you see her there on the cover of this magazine. They announced this yesterday. She's a 16-year-old climate activist. We should also note she has Asperger's syndrome, which she has said she views as a superpower. And they announced yesterday that she won this, that she was on the cover, though, of course, President Trump, Speaker Pelosi also in the running for that. And the president attacked her today on Twitter, saying Greta must work on her anger management problem, then go to a good old-fashioned movie with a friend, essentially telling her that she needs to chill. Greta, chill. Now, of course, we should note it's pretty clear the president's frustration with this. She's a climate activist. She's spoken out against the president. He is someone who's appeared on the cover of this magazine multiple times. He talks about Time Magazine at length. And at one point, even the Washington Post reported he had a fabricated Time Magazine cover with him on the cover, something that never existed, this particular edition, hanging in several of his private clubs. So clearly something that he has a lot of fascination with, Brianna.
Yeah, certainly. Caitlin, thank you so much for that. All right, let's talk about this.
All right, so that was from CNN. It's, as you heard, the president has a fascination with being on Time Magazine and being the man of the year. But along with that, I also heard that of course, they attributed Greta's fact that she has Asperger's. The press, in some respects, I think, is also trying to downgrade her so that the oil companies can do more of what they want to do. It isn't just Donald Trump in this trying to downgrade her, but climate change is happening. We as a species, we have a part in it, and we do need to actually take action in order to at least ease our part of what is going on with climate change so that we can move forward as a species and survive another few generations. All right. Moving on from the U.S. and climate change, where Andrew Scheer has stepped down from being the Conservative Party leader, and let me click over to that one, and we're going to play that clip that was on the CBC YouTube channel. Hold on.
At the ripe old age of 25. In many ways, I grew up in this chamber. Some may say I haven't yet grown up, but I was barely out of university, newly married with our first child on the way. Since then, I've had 5 beautiful children, and my firstborn is now 14. He's all arms and legs, and I think he's going to be taller than me very soon, Mr. Speaker. I've logged many hours flying back and forth from Regina and Ottawa and all across this wonderful country. And alongside my friends in the Conservative caucus, we've accomplished a lot on both the government and opposition side of the benches. And most importantly, we've kept our party united and strong.
Hear, hear.
Which is why today I felt it was appropriate to speak to my friends and colleagues in the House of Commons about one of the most difficult decisions I have ever made. I just informed my colleagues in the Conservative caucus that I will be resigning as the leader of the Conservative Party of Canada. And I've asked the Conservative Party National Council, I will be asking the Conservative Party National Council to immediately begin the process of organizing a leadership election. As our party embarks on this exciting opportunity, electing a new Conservative leader and Canada's next Prime Minister, I intend to stay on as leader of the party and the official opposition. Serving as leader of the party that I love so much has been the opportunity and challenge of a lifetime. And this was not a decision I came to lightly. This was a decision I came to after many long, hard conversations with friends and family over the past 2 months since the election campaign. This has been an incredible challenge for our family to keep up with the pace that is required to lead a caucus and a party into a general election. And my wife, Jill, has been absolutely heroic.
Hear, hear.
But in order to chart the course ahead, this party, this movement, needs someone who can give 100% to the efforts. And after some conversations with my kids, my loved ones, I felt it was time to put my family first. Our Conservative team is always stronger when we are united. When fiscal Conservatives, Red Tories, Social Conservatives, Libertarians, Quebec Nationalists, Conservatives in rural Canada and urban Canada, in the East and West come together, great things happen.
Hear, hear.
We elect strong Conservative governments that deliver lower taxes, smaller government, more freedom, and stronger human rights. The party that we've all built together is far too important for one individual. Our party is not a cult of personality. It's not shaped by whoever's name is on the masthead, but by the hundreds of thousands of Conservatives who pound in lawn signs, sit on their riding associations, and donate a few dollars every month. And as our party begins to embark on this exciting opportunity, electing a new leader, my only ask to my fellow Conservatives is this: let's stay united.
Hear, hear.
Let's stay focused on our one shared goal and our one shared priority: to deliver a strong Conservative government who can unite our country and make life better for all Canadians. For the oil worker out of a job, for the senior who is choosing between heating and eating, and for Canada's position on the world stage. I believe in this party. I believe in our movement. I believe that we will be the government after the next election. I got involved as a teen because I love this party. I ran because I love this party, and I ran for leader because I wanted to help this party. I will continue to serve my Conservative caucus. I will continue to serve the great people in the fantastic riding of Regina Capel. I'm proud of what we've accomplished during my time as leader. We kept our party united and strong. We knocked the Liberals down to a minority. We increased seats all over this country. Whoever the hundreds of thousands of Conservatives across the country choose to lead our party into the next election, that person will have my 100% support. And my message to the Prime Minister and the Liberals in this House is this. During this leadership election, there will be no free rides in the House of Commons. We've already hit the ground running. We had a 1,000% batting average for a brief period of time Tuesday evening. We might see if we can increase that batting average. But we are going to continue to be here every single day to represent our constituents, perform our duties as parliamentarians, to put Canadians and Canada first.
All right, so Andrew Scheer stepping down, it would seem to be a heartfelt speech in his comments about wanting to be with family, and he has to prioritize that first. And this is coming shortly after the throne speech, in which case there were things mentioned, of course, still about climate change, climate action, and Indigenous rights, things like that, that may or may not sit as well with the Conservatives as one would think. So Andrew Scheer is stepping down, and we'll see what happens with the Conservative Party in Parliament as they elect a new leader. All right. So that's about all of the really exciting things that happen in politics today. This show has been produced by Depictions Media. Please contact us at depictions.media for more information.